Travel back in time with a trip inside the Iowa's News Now vault.
Even though Hayden Fry and Bo Schembechler have called Saturday's clash between #1 Iowa and second-ranked Michigan just another game, the national media certainly isn't buying it. Some of the truly biggies will be in Iowa City on Saturday. Sports writers from the New York Times, Washington Post, and the Boston Globe, just to name 3 big-time newspapers. Sports Illustrated is sending 2 writers and 3 photographers. Newsday will also have a crew at the game. CBS and Channel 2 will have the game live. Brent Musburger and Era Parsegian doing the play-by-play and expert analysis. And joining us live now from Iowa City is Era Parsegian. And Era, how about your expert analysis? Who has the edge going into this one?
Well, I think psychologically that Michigan has the edge because they're going after #1, and that's always a challenge. And #2, last year out here we did the game, Brent and I, and Iowa took Michigan apart 26-0. Only the second time in the history of Bo Schembechler's career at Michigan that he was shut out. So I think from a psychological standpoint, the advantage goes to Michigan.
What kind of game do you think we can expect, Era?
Well, that's very interesting. You're going to pit the strengths of both teams. For example, you've got Iowa, the leading scoring team in the nation, against the great scoring defensive team of Michigan. So anything could happen in the game. It's going to be an exciting game, and that's why we have so much interest in it.
Would you, as a former coach, rather be in Bo's shoes with that immovable defense or in Hayden's shoes with that potent offense?
I'd rather be in Era Parsegian's shoes, I'll tell you that right now, where I can watch, comment on it, congratulate the winner, feel compassion for the loser, and not worry about it on Sunday. I'll tell you, it's going to be a whale of a ball game. The thing that really strikes me within this matchup is the 2 great coaches. I mean, Hayden Fry is a seasoned, experienced guy that has brought a lot of success here to Iowa. I've been amazed by the success that they've had. Michigan has had Schembechler for 17 years. He too has been immensely successful. It may be a matchup of 2 coaching minds on the sideline.
Era, in your coaching days, did you ever have a situation where you were playing 1 and 2?
Yeah, we had quite a few, as a matter of fact. The historic one was the one where we played Michigan in 1966. We were rated #1. Michigan State was #2. The final score of that ball game, you may remember. You look a little too young to remember. 10-10. I haven't heard the end of it since then.
How about as a coach? Can you over-prepare for a game like this?
I don't think you can over-prepare. I think one of the things that's happening to Iowa here is so much media attention is being focused on them that it's distracting to the team. And I know that Hayden's concerned about that. I know I went through that as a football coach at Notre Dame on a number of occasions where I finally had to shut the thing down after Wednesday because they would come in and they wanted fresh radio interviews, television interviews, and it's a distraction. It's nice to be #1, but also carries quite a burden.
How much is the home field advantage in a ball game like this, Era?
I think there's an advantage in being at home because of the crowd noise and so forth. The people, the so-called experts that make the line on these games and so forth, say somewhere between 3 and 7 points. I really don't know. I think if you come out, the field is the same size, although some teams that are not well disciplined may succumb to a crowd noise and their breaking point may be a little closer to a situation than others. In this particular case, the well-disciplined teams on both sides, it may not make that much difference.
Can I put you out on a limb and ask you, who do you like in this ball game?
Well, it's one of those games where if the teams played, say, 10 times, I would have to favor Michigan 6 or 7 of the times based on the fact that I saw Iowa give up 580 yards to Michigan State. I don't know whether that was a freak or not. And then I turned around the following week and saw Michigan just shut down Michigan State completely. So the edge goes defensively, I think, to Michigan.
Era, thank you very much. We look forward to your expert analysis in Saturday's game, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Pete.
University of Iowa football history will be made here tomorrow in Iowa City. It's been more than 20 years since the #1 and 2 ranked college football teams squared off on the field in Kinnick Stadium behind me. Many people are working hard here tonight to ensure the success of tomorrow's event. Dozens of technicians are swarming over this stadium, laying lines, testing equipment. CBS alone is said to have 75 people here preparing for tomorrow's game. This is what Brent Musburger and Era Parsegian will see tomorrow as they sit here in the Kinnick press box introducing nationwide coverage of the contest between the Hawkeyes and the Wolverines.
Big audience. Anytime you get this type of game in the late time period with no competition on NBC, they have no sports on that afternoon at all. I think we're going to have a huge audience watching us. We've got the top game. We've got the top crew doing it.
but the audience will be big inside the stadium as well. The game, of course, is a sellout, and there are many more people who want to be inside than Kinnick will hold. Enter the ticket scalpers. We talked to a man in Cedar Rapids who sold 2 40-yard line seats for $100 each. And the person who placed this ad obviously is expecting to make big bucks. With a more than capacity crowd tomorrow, you'd think campus security would add dozens to its staff, but they're as worried about parking as anything.
Rain is always a problem for parking because it is very limited, and if the rain continues, we will probably lose in the vicinity of 500 parking spaces.
And security officers will move down in the fourth quarter to protect the goalposts if the Hawks are winning. Campus security also will be guarding the CBS sports vans and the huge cranes holding the lights, which will brighten the field after it turns dark tomorrow afternoon. This will not be Musco's first time lighting Kinnick.
They did practice the lighting system here about 3 years ago, and I had the opportunity then at that time to see the lights work. And they had a lot more lights than they do now, and it was quite a thing then, and now they're here for real, for a game, and it's going to be quite a thing to see.
See for yourself that it is quite a thing to see. 48 big lights focused on the field, so nobody should miss anything tomorrow afternoon after it turns dark. Dave?
Maggie, got any advice for people going to the game?
Well, Captain Furmeister said go early. There'll be 500 parking spaces short. You might end up having to park across the river downtown or maybe down at Hansher. You don't want to be rushing at the last minute, so come on down to Iowa City early.
Okay, stay dry too. Thank you.
With all the fans gone, Kinnick Stadium is quiet tonight. But across the Iowa River, in the heart of downtown Iowa City, it's a different story. Hawkeye fans are out in full force celebrating today's 12-10 victory over Michigan.
Came down the last minute and we came through.
Oh, I was going to die. I was dying at that last minute. I thought, 2 seconds left. I thought, my God, I thought I was going to let time run out.
The Hawks have pulled it out against Michigan State. They pulled it out today. It's a great victory.
Well, Iowa City is a happy place this evening, and rightfully so, because the Hawkeyes are undisputedly #1 in the nation. And where do the Hawks go from here? There seems to be a general consensus among the fans. Brenda Piper for Iowa Tonight.
When you talk to the players, the kids, they were scared to death because they couldn't even breathe. Someone has to alert the public how dangerous that really is.
It's on its way, and it's good.
Seconds after Rob Houtland's field goal sailed through the uprights, exuberant fans began pouring onto the Kinnick Stadium playing field.
Just pandemonium down here on the field.
Because of that pandemonium, campus security says 3 or 4 people were hurt. Coach Hayden Fry says one of the victims was backup quarterback Mark Vlasic, who Fry said was in an immobilizer. What, if anything more, should be done to better control the crowd? I asked a couple of students.
Basically, all you can do is ask for crowd support. It's going to happen probably.
It was exciting. I mean, I was going to run down, but there's no need to tear down the goalposts. I mean, they can show their support in other ways.
The goalpost in the north end zone, that's the one nearest the student section, is the one that got torn down. A replacement was installed yesterday, and security officials are optimistic that this post will last the rest of the year.
Prior games, we have not had any problem with the fans getting onto the field or trying to take the goalpost, and I do not believe that they will try to do this in the future. I think this was one of the rare situations that come up once in a lifetime situation.
Furmeister says no changes are planned in security for the foreseeable future. He says his concern is safety for all involved, but he adds if 5,000 people are determined to get on the field, there's nothing we can do about that. Barry Butters, 2 Action News, Iowa City.